We have witnesses here on Shaniqua Parker today.
Are you saying we do, Your Honor? I heard we had some from Mr. Russell, but I don't believe so.
I was asking if we had any for Miss Parker. We did not
I don't
have
believe
any.
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. And then Mr. Lee, I see that you sent an email that she was unable to appear in person. If you want to call her and tell her, I'll reset the matter. We didn't have witnesses here today, so I'll reset the matter.
Okay.
Gonna be, that's up for another jury.
Yeah, I'm looking for the landlord kind of. Good floor.
For another jury trial.
Are you should follow? Yeah, okay, yeah, fifth floor. Fifth floor? Yeah. You know what court it's in? Or the world there? Yeah, just get off the.
All right. Sorry?
January 8th at 8:15.
I'm gonna reset it for jury trial January 8th at 8:15.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Mr. Lipsy is here for a review, but do we know what's going on with this?
No.
Okay. Mr. Staples. Is it your office, a request to have Lipsy's reset?
Yeah, I have not heard from either Ingham County or from his attorney, so I think that would be appropriate at this point, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Lipsy, has there been a trial on the other case in circuit court yet?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have a trial date?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Sorry?
Someone see if they can find.
Except for
May.
Trial? Okay, looks like the trial set for May 3rd, so we'll put this out in June.
Okay, got that down.
It's not gonna work. I haven't put my vacation days yet, but my birthday is due for Derby. Yeah. You all want my calendar for state bar yet?
I did.
State bar is the following week this year. Annual meeting. 17th is a Tuesday.
Monday.
Monday. Oh, yeah, that's right, because this will be the state bar, that's fine.
Guy.
It's not- we have Juneteenth up there, it's not Juneteenth.
Yeah, that's Wednesday.
Okay, we're gonna do
June 17th at 8:30.
June 17th at 8:30.
Okay. All right,
You're
I
all
just,
set.
um,
You're all set on this matter for today. Did you have a question, sir?
nope, I am all good for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Okay, on the record of the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus William Russell, file number 23-00202, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Okay, you don't have an attorney?
I do.
He's here, I'll go find him.
Oh, it's Mr. Lee. He was on Zoom.
Taking a citation.
Council appearance.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of William Russell.
Okay, Mr. Russell, today was the date and the time that was set for jury trial. There's an offer from the people for you to accept responsibility to disturbing the peace. You would like to accept responsibility to that, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. We've had so many failure to appears. I'm inclined to believe that you have jail time on this. Is that
Huh?
correct? I'm inclined to believe you have jail credit on this. Is that correct? I have multiple bench warrants for you. You never were in jail for failure to appear on this?
Yes.
Yeah, so it looks like way for failure to appear on November 8th. You're all set.
Thank you. You guys have a good holiday.
Thank you.
See you in the new year.
Mr. Timothy, Mr. White,
Morning, Your Honor.
good morning. Mr. Lipsy was present. We reset that review out until June 17th.
June 17th.
Yes,
I got it. Thank you very much.
problem.
Merry Christmas. See you next year.
Same to you. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Timothy Michael Clark, file number 23-01148, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Timothy Clark.
Okay, how are you, Mr. Clark?
All right.
Pretty good. Today was the date and the time that was set for a trial on a hinder, obstruct, oppose. Was there ever an offer extended on this?
Your Honor, that case is being dismissed. I signed a nollie yesterday. I don't know if it didn't make it up, but the people are dismissing that matter.
We do not have a nollie.
Okay, I will double check and get one up to the court, Your Honor.
Well, can you bring it now so that he can get a copy when he leaves?
Yep, just 1 second.
Thank you. This case will be dismissed. Okay, we'll get you a copy in just a moment. We ready on Mr. Lopez Hernandez?
We're ready on both Simmons and Lopez.
Okay, once Mr. Jacobs is all set, we'll proceed.
Hello.
Hello? Hello? Logan Hill's not present. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jose Lopez Hernandez, file number 22-03345. Actually, I don't see him anymore. Let me see. Did I lose him? Okay, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Jose Lopez Hernandez.
Okay, this matter was rescheduled to a pre-trial because Lopez had not been screened yet for a sobriety court. Is he still undergoing a screening?
He is still in that process, Your Honor.
It's like a 6-month process. Why?
I don't know. I know that they're backed up, and I don't know what the holdup is in regard to Mr. Lopez Hernandez specifically. I sent her an updated or an alternative phone number in November. She said, thank you. When I say she, I'm talking about Maria Taylor from the 54B sobriety court. I will follow up with her this week and find out if there is something in particular going on with Mr. Lopez Hernandez as to why he hasn't been screened. Sometimes they give me some pushback and they say there's delays because of language barriers, but I don't think he's even received a phone call yet. Mr. Lopez, has anybody from 50 He called
No.
you?
No,
No.
I never get a call from nobody.
Yeah, I don't know that language barrier is a reasonable enough excuse. I know back in July, we had to reset this so that additional time could be given for a translator to be there. Um, But now it's over 6 months since at least I was told that he was gonna be screened for sobriety for it. Obviously, this matter's been pending for much longer than that, so I would probably wanna get on the phone and stay on the phone with 54B until we get a resolution on this. So it's not being held open this long. I'm gonna reset this for the next available court date for an update.
January 8th at 11.
January 8th at 11.
Don't-
You have any questions today, Mr. Lopez Hernandez?
No, thank you.
No problem. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense, thank you.
Okay, you're all set, Mr. Lopez Hernandez.
Thank you.
You're welcome. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Martez Alfonso Simmons, file number 23-02272 and 23L2793561, council appearance.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Martez Simmons.
Okay, Mr. Simmons, you can hear us?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Today was the date set for a pretrial on a driving unlicensed speeding 1 to 5 over. We reset this matter because there was a driver's school course and written test and road test that needed to be taken, and he needed time to do that. Does he need more time?
Yes, I have my learner's permit. My road test isn't until January 11th at 10 a.m.
Okay, we'll set this up.
Yes, 10 a.m.
January 29th at 8:30.
January 29th at 8:30.
Okay.
Do you have any questions today?
No, ma'am.
Any additional matters for the record, council?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
They're all set, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see if Alicia Martin. What was that? Okay. Alicia Martin,
I'm here.
on the record in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Tanisha Martin, file number 21-00389, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Donisha Martin.
Okay, Ms. Martin, today was a date and a time set or reset for pretrial because back on November 7th, you indicated that you were gonna get your permit. We reset this out so that you can make efforts to do that. Is there an update on that, council?
The update that I last received from Ms. Martin was that she was back at work full-time, was paying off her tickets. I don't know if she has yet been able to take the test. Ms. Martin, were you able to take the test?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so do you currently have your permit?
Yes, I do.
And have you scheduled your road test?
Not yet.
So that's the next step, the test scheduled, right?
Yes, I have the list of ones that's close to me, so I'm gonna try and schedule with them soon.
We would ask for a short adjournment, Your Honor, to give her time to take the road test.
Okay, on the record, in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Donisha Martin, I have file numbers 22-4021-984 and 22L2731242. You won't be likely to get a license because these are in warrant status for failure to pay. So you would have to get these all cleared up before you can ever get a license. Are you aware of that?
That's the purpose of the payment plan.
Well, you've not been compliant with this payment plan according to our records. You were here on October 3rd. You said you would pay $100 on October 23rd, and that you would make bi-weekly payments of $25 until paid in full, and that I would waive the late fee. So October 30th, we set this for a show cause. There's been no payment.
Okay, and I also had got taken off work due to COVID.
So you owe $201 on one file, you owe $180 on another. When are you gonna make your payments?
I get paid coming Thursday, so I'll be able to make a payment then.
How much?
I can do another $100, but it wouldn't be the full payment. Would my warrant still be there?
I'm sorry, you said, would your warrant still be there?
Yes, if I make a payment of $100.
Did you make any payment? You say you're gonna make another $100. Did you make $100 payment on something?
Yeah, I've made a $100 payment before, and I can make one again.
Let's see, on these files, did you have another file? Okay, she has
I'll get that one.
3 warrants.
It's not in there.
Okay, yep, we owe 180 on one, 110 on another, and 201 on the other. The warrants are because of the failure to pay. We're addressing the warrants right now because I've got you on the record. You're gonna pay $100 this Thursday or next week?
This Thursday.
And when are you gonna make your next payment?
It would be the next time I get paid. That's in 2 weeks from there.
How much you gonna pay?
Another $100.
Note here that you'll make a payment of $100. On Thursday of this week, you'll pay another $100 bi-weekly until these are paid in full. They've looked like they've already gone in and removed the fines that I told them to waive. So that will, so long as you're compliant, that should lift the suspensions on these files, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll get you a new date for the new file.
January 29th.
January 29th at 8:30.
Okay, you did say the warrant won't be there?
Nope, the warrant's all set.
All right, thank you. You said February. Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
January 29th at 8:30.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. On the record, in the matters of the people of the city of Lansing versus Casey Hayden Bischoff, file number 23L2803-851 and 852. Council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Casey Bischoff.
Okay, Mr. Bischoff, this was the date that we reset your matter for a pretrial because you were waiting for a hearing date for Secretary of State, and you were also working with your attorney to see or find some other options. Mr. Lee, how are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, we have entered into an agreement with the city attorney whereby Mr. Bischoff will plead guilty to allowing an unlicensed person to drive, and the city attorney will be dismissing the insurance and registration civil infractions.
Mr. Staples?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, it said the failure to display is being amended to what?
Allowing an unlicensed person.
Someone was echoing, is allowing who? Unlicensed?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Green is in here twice, that's the problem. And dismissing no proof. Okay, Mr. Bischoff, you want to accept that offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. What are we doing with the plate? Is that one being dismissed as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, as to the failure to display operator's license, the people are moving to amend that to allowing an unlicensed person to operate. That's still a misdemeanor. Maximum penalty would be 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. It is not abstractable, so it does not get reported to the Secretary of State. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to have a trial in this matter, and you have the right to jury trial at the time of trial. You have the right to the presumption of innocence. So you're innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require the prosecutor to prove your guilt at trial by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent at trial and not have sounds be used against you. You have the right to see, hear, or question any witness the city intends to call against you. You have the right to call your own witnesses to trial or present evidence that you believe further defense to the charge being brought against you. You understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to give up those rights today in order to accept the offer?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody threatening you to get you to give those rights up?
No.
Any promises being made to you in exchange for an entry of a guilty plea?
No.
As to the amended charge of allowing an unlicensed driver, how do you plead?
Guilty.
On factual basis, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Bischoff, on or about July 28th of 2023, were you in a vehicle on Mount Hope Road at or near Cedar?
Yes.
And that's in the city of Lansing, the county of Ingham, correct?
Correct.
And did you at that time knowingly allow somebody who was unlicensed to operate the vehicle?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Staples, any questions?
No questions for the city, Your Honor.
Okay. The court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Your fine is $300. When can you make payment?
It would be a couple of weeks. I mean, if you could adjourn it out for at least a month, I should be able to have it paid.
Okay, I'll note here that you'll make payment within 30 days, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Casey Bischoff, file number 23-03478 SM. Mr. Bischoff, you're in a bench warrant status on this file. You were supposed to be before Judge Ward on December 4th at 10 a.m. You failed to appear.
Yes, ma'am. I accidentally, actually that morning, if you were to go back, I don't know if you're capable of doing so, but I accidentally showed up in front of you that morning and was told that the matter was adjourned until the 19th. So it was just a mix up. I wasn't intentionally trying to not show. I did in fact log into the Zoom just in front of you instead of Judge Ward.
Well, you did have a matter in my courtroom for today. I think you probably confused that you have multiple matters. Nonetheless, this matter has been reset before Judge Ward, January 9th at 9 a.m. in person.
January 9th.
Correct, at 9 o'clock in the morning in person, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Who do we have here?
I have Mr. Gray here, Mr. Jack Gray, and I also have Ms. Alexandria Berry.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jack Gray, file number 20-01807, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Jack Gray, who is in the courtroom and soon will be standing to my right.
Okay, today was the date and the time that was set for a free trial on a failure to stop after property damage accident. How are we proceeding?
Mr. Gray is accepting the city attorney's offer to accept responsibility for a careless driving civil infraction.
That's correct, Mr. Gray?
Yes, it is. I own it too.
Your fine is $215. When can you make payment?
I was supposed to be starting a job next month, but
Okay.
I just got in jail. You give me 30 days.
I know here you'll make payment within 30 days. Do you have questions about how you make payment?
No, in fact, no.
Okay, well then you're all set.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Mr. Green, you're here for Shappy Homes.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can't be on two devices.
Wow, I'm getting bad feedback.
That's because you're logged in twice. I'm gonna remove one of you. Give me just a moment. Okay, you should be able to unmute now. Okay.
There you go.
I'm
All right.
waiting for your client to. They're having technical. Your client was just logging in, trying to start their audio, but I don't see them anymore. You said who were you ready on, Mr. Lee?
Alexandria Berry.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Alexandria Berry, file number 21L2640531, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Alexandria Berry.
The Alexandria Berry? Yes. Okay, today's the date and the time that's set for pre-trial, and it's for failure to display ops. How are we proceeding?
Miss Berry reports that she previously had a driver permit, but failed to take the road test. So she is going to reengage in that process. We're asking for an adjournment so that she can find out, A, if she needs to retake the written test and get a permit, or if she can just proceed to the road test, and then B, execute whichever way she has to go.
It's very, this case is so old. Where you been?
There's been a lot going on. I've had a lot of family passing away. I've had kids and trying to start jobs and integrate that into my life. It's just been a lot of stuff.
I'm sure, because it's been like almost 3 years.
Yeah,
So all kinds of things was happening, but this case wasn't moving.
yeah, you're right about that. I should have been in here to take care of this. I should have been on top of what I need to be on, but my mind hasn't been in the right place for a long time now.
But it's where it needs to be now.
Yes, I'm
Very good. All right, we're gonna adjourn this 30 days so that you can see what you need to do and make efforts to do it before that next court date, okay?
Okay. January 29 at 8:30.
January 29th at 8:30. We'll
Okay.
get you a copy of your notice, okay?
All right.
Do you have any questions?
No.
You can have a seat. We'll get you a notice to appear.
All right.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Chappie Holmes Jr., file number 23-02193. Council parents.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Vince Green on behalf of the defendant Chappie Holmes, who looks like he's appearing by Zoom.
Well, it's in the courtroom, but I just did a request for him to start his video. He responded that he'll start it later. So I don't know if you want to call him. It doesn't appear like he's ready to proceed with this court today.
I know that Mr. Staples and I spoke about the matter. I believe it was either Friday or yesterday.
Yes.
I'm not proceeding until he turns his camera on.
Okay.
It ain't on. Hello?
There you go.
Okay, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Today was the date that we reset this matter for a high VAC. Is he going to be getting a screening at all? Mr. Green, is your client going to be screened, or was there an offer?
Mr. Staples and I spoke. He has not made an offer yet, but I have my client doing 3 things, John. He's going to be attending the MAD VIP program, the National Highway Safety Program, and I gave him information to get screened through PATS.
Okay, so that screening should take some time, and then obviously a report needs to be provided to the city attorney's office before they extend an offer. So we'll set this out 30 days.
Great. That'd be perfect, Your Honor. Thank you.
At 9:30.
Does January 29th work for you?
Let's see. January 29th does work.
Okay, I'll be at 9:30 in the morning.
Great. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem. Mr. Holmes, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
And nothing else for the defense, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set. Donnell Jones? You need to join the breakout room? Okay, you gotta-
We have some folks that.
Addie, would it be possible to speak to Mr. Hall? Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Hall, can you see and hear the court
Yes,
room?
yes, I can. Finally.
Okay, I'm gonna put you back in the breakout room with your attorney, so you guys can hear each other now.
Okay, thank you. What is it?
Mr. Hall, you need to put your cigarette out.
Okay.
What's your name in the jail?
Alexander Marion.
Okay, thank you. You can be seated.
Yeah.
On the record, in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Samuel Harlan, file number 23-03276, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
The Public Defender John Lee on behalf of James Harlan, who is present in the courtroom and standing in my way.
Is your name Samuel or James?
Samuel.
I'm sorry, Samuel Harlan, I'm sorry.
Samuel Lee Harlan Jr.
Okay, thank you. Today's the date and the time that's set for a pre-trial for a trespass. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, the city attorney has offered Mr. Harlan an opportunity to accept responsibility for a civil infraction, disturbing the peace civil infraction, in return for the dismissal of the criminal trespass charge. And he would like to accept.
So your fine is $50. When can you make payment? What day in January?
First.
Okay, you don't open until the 3rd, so I'll put the 3rd, okay? Come to the building to make a payment, is that how you're gonna make it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do I make it?
Right at that window that you're gonna pass on your way out. Do you have any questions?
No.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
For the defense.
You're all set, sir. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan, I'm sorry, city of Lansing versus Danelle Jones, on file number 22-02295, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Danelle Jones.
Mr. Jones was on our Zoom, he's not there anymore. How are you intending to proceed?
What he tells me that he's been making payments every month. He has a couple of tickets paid. He does still have probably 4 left that need to be paid, but he's making regular payments and says he'll be able to start paying more after the first of the year, after the holidays, so that he anticipates hopefully having them paid off by the end of February.
It's gonna happen after the holidays.
So presumably he will have more money available to make extra payments.
To get another job? I don't know what that means.
Apparently what he has been able to pay has been in consideration of other obligations as well. And he believes that when those obligations are no longer there, that he'll have some additional funds that he can put towards this.
Okay, because he left without seeing the court, we're going to put his next date in January.
January 8th at 11.
January 8th at 11. No problem. All right. James called. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus James Hall, file number 21L26099962. Mr. Hall, you were supposed to be here at 9:15 for show cause, and that's because you owe a balance of $201.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, you got a ticket.
A show cause?
Yeah, show cause hearing, meaning you failed to make a payment on a ticket or a fine, and so it was set for a show cause to find out why you didn't pay. This is for a disobeyed traffic control device accident that you received back on April 28th, 2021. You've appeared before the court previously, and you were advised of the balance by the magistrate. She also confirmed your address at that time. You indicated to her that you were employed full-time. That was back on October 11th of this year. She gave you an extension to make a payment by November 13th. It's now December 19th. You've not made any payment.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I thought that was the same ticket that I was paying on.
No, sir. You must have another ticket.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was confused there. Then I guess I thought it was the same one.
No problem. When are you gonna pay this one?
I'm off a week for the Christmas break, but can I get like 30 days to pay that?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry?
Absolutely.
Well,
I'll
thank you.
note here that you'll pay within 30 days, so you have until January 19th, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, well, hang tight, you have a free trial as well.
Okay.
Okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Kayla Walker, file number 23-02396, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Okay, Ms. Walker, today's the date and time that was reset for a pretrial on no insurance. We adjourned this so that she could purchase insurance. Was this resolved?
Your Honor, it has been resolved, however, in a different way. The city attorney offered Ms. Walker a civil infraction for no insurance, and she is going to accept that today in return for the dismissal of it.
You civil infraction of no proof of insurance, you mean?
No proof of insurance on the, yes.
Okay. Because this is no insurance. Okay, we'll amend it to no proof of insurance. The fine is $150. When can you pay?
4th.
Okay, we'll note that you'll pay by January 3rd.
Okay.
You're all set, ma'am.
Oh, no. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus James Hall, file number 21-01166, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of James Hall.
Okay, Mr. Hall, this is a driving while license is suspended. We adjourned this matter because you indicated that your license was suspended due to a child support hold that needed to be cleared. Was that able to be cleared?
Yes, Your Honor, the child support hold was cleared. Mr. Hall was advised that he would be receiving documentation in the mail. That was on December 4th. He has not yet received anything. However, he has been in contact with the Secretary of State, and they tell him that if he can bring that letter and his birth certificate and whatever other documents they require, that he will be able to get his license reinstated. So he's literally just waiting on this letter to arrive.
Okay, so we can reset this matter.
Yes, ma'am.
January 29th at 9:30.
January 29th at 9:30. Have any questions about this file, Mr. Hall?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
I'm
Do you have any
sorry.
questions? Do you have any questions?
Not at this point, I guess.
Okay, we'll see you on January 29th.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Sherry Armstrong, file number 23L2804952, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Sherry Armstrong.
Okay, Ms. Armstrong, today was the date set for a pretrial on failure to display an operator's license. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Your Honor, Ms. Armstrong is going to enter a plea today for allowing an unlicensed person to drive.
That's correct, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? Thank you. You can put your hand down. Okay, ma'am, you do have the right in this matter because it is a misdemeanor, maximum penalty of 93 days and or $500 in fines to proceed to a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to a jury trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
At the time of jury trial, you have the right to the presumption of innocence. So that means you're innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require the city prove your guilt by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to see, hear, or question any witness that they call against you at your trial. You have the right to call your own witnesses to trial or present evidence that you believe show a defense to the charge being brought against you. And you have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you. Are you willing to give up all of those rights?
Yes.
Anybody threatening you to get you to do that?
No.
Any promises being made to you?
No.
Are you pleading guilty to the amended charge because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
As to the amended charge of allowing an unlicensed person to operate, how do you plead?
No.
Factual basis, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Armstrong, on or about October 30th, 2023, were you driving, or should I say, you were in a vehicle upon East Michigan at or near Howard Street?
Yes.
And that's in the city of Lansing, County of England, correct?
Yes.
And did you at that time knowingly allow somebody that you knew to be unlicensed to drive the vehicle?
Yes.
No further question.
Any questions from the city?
None from the city, Your Honor.
Okay. So the court is satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea. Find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Your fine is $200. When can you pay?
Starting next month on the 5th.
How much you gonna pay?
I can pay, how much is it?
200.
I can pay, probably the whole two.
I don't know, here you'll pay in full by January 5th. And you can either pay online or you can come up and pay at the criminal traffic window, okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense.
Thank you, you're all set.
Thank you.
Mr. Hall, you're all set. On the record, in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Alexander Marion, file number 23-03238, counsel appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Alexander Marion.
Okay, Mr. Marion, you can hear us in the jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Today's the date and the time that's set for pre-trial on a trespassing. Is there an offer on this?
Your Honor, the offer from the people was to plead to the charge with the Killebrew agreement to time served.
There's no offer. How's he want to proceed?
Your Honor, we would like to just go ahead and set this matter for trial.
February 26th. At 8:15.
February 26th at 8:15. You have any questions today, Mr. Marion?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional matters for the record today, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Nothing for the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you in February, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. On the record, in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Tyler Lee Hoover, file number 23-03374, counsel appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Tyler Hoover.
Is date set for a pretrial on a reckless driving. Was there an offer?
There was, Your Honor, the city offered offered an amended count of careless driving.
Okay, does your client want to accept?
Yes, he does, Your Honor.
Okay. Your fine is $215. When can you pay?
I can pay that today.
Okay, you can pay right on the court website using your case number, or you can come up and make payment in person at the criminal traffic window, okay?
Okay,
You're all set, thank you.
thank you.
No problem. Who's handling the code compliance matter?
I am, Your Honor.
Did you see Brad Robinson?
I have not.
I've not seen him either. How do you want to proceed on that?
Your Honor, at this point, the city would ask for a default judgment of $150 fine. That is the first offense fine for a code violation, and then would prepare an order and submit under the 7-day rule, and then would additionally request another date in 30 days so that fine can increase if the issue is not remedied in that 30-day period.
January 29th and 9:30.
January 29th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I will get that order submitted to the court.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Everybody on board? I believe so. Who do we have in the courtroom?
I have Mr. Ballard here, Mr. Victor Ballard.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Victor Cecil Ballard Jr., file number 21-01939, counsel apparent.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Victor Ballard.
Hey, Mr. Victor Ballard Jr. Okay, Mr. Victor Ballard, today's the date and time set for pre-trial and driving while license is suspended. You have previous court date, but it looks like you were a little late. So I don't know if there was an offer extended on this.
Your Honor, there was an offer extended of a plea to an amended charge of allowing an unlicensed person to operate.
How does your client want to proceed?
Your Honor, at this time, my client would like to explore getting his license. He does not believe that there's anything preventing him from doing so. However, he does have to contact the Secretary of State and verify what steps he needs to take. And we'll be doing that this week. So we would ask for a short adjournment to allow us to find out exactly what it is he has to do to get his license.
So you can give him 30 days.
January 29th at 9:30.
January 29th at 9:30. Do you have any questions today, sir?
No, ma'am.
We'll get you a copy of your next court date, notice to appear. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
The defense, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set, sir. You can have a seat. No problem. Is Ryan Loomis here? No Ryan Loomis? Okay, who else do we have?
Benny Jones is in the red sweater.
Jones?
But Mr. Carter is her attorney. He sent me an email. He is in trial material.
You're Fanny Jones? Okay, it looks like your attorney is tied up in another court, so we're gonna get you a new court date. Is that what
And he
you want?
wants to set it for final trial and jury trial.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, I have Mr. Mendenhall and Miss Gaines here. I do need just a couple minutes to speak with them, but then we'll be ready.
Sounds good. And then Corey Hartwig, I believe, is here. I don't know, it just says Corey. Who's on Corey's iPhone?
It's Corey Hartwig.
Do you need to speak to her? as well?
No, we're ready to go.
We'll take her now. Okay, on the record, in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Corey Hartwig, file number 22-03161, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Corey Hartwig.
Okay, Ms. Hartwig, today was the date set for a plea, I believe, for a driving while license is suspended. Was there an offer?
Yes, Your Honor. The people have offered an amended count of allowing an unlicensed person to drive.
And she wants to accept that versus getting her license.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down, ma'am. In this matter, you do have the right to proceed to a jury trial. You have the right to the presumption of innocence at your trial. That means you're innocent until proven guilty. You have the right to require the city prove your guilt by proving each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent at trial and not have silence be used against you. You have the right to see, hear, or question any other witnesses the city calls against you, and you have the right to call your own witnesses or present evidence at trial that you believe would show a defense to this charge being brought against you. Are you willing to give up each of those rights today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is anybody making any threats to you to give up those rights and plead guilty?
No.
Has there been any promises made to you in exchange for a guilty plea?
No, Your Honor.
As to the amended charge of allowing an unlicensed driver, how do you plead?
I plead guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you believe you're guilty?
Yeah.
Factual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Hartwig, were you in a vehicle on or about November 9th, 2022?
Was.
Okay, and was that vehicle traveling on Louisa at or near Joshua Street?
Yes.
Okay, and that's in the city of Lansing and the county of Ingham, correct?
Correct.
And did you at that time allow somebody that you knew to be unlicensed to drive and operate the vehicle?
Yes.
Go further.
Mr. Staples, any questions?
No questions from the city, Your Honor.
Thank you. The court is satisfied with the factual basis and I'll accept your plea. Ms. Hartwig, I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Your fine is $200. When can you pay?
So currently, I'm actually on my way to an interview after this, so I'm hoping within this week I'll be employed. So I'd say, can we start it off as a payment plan, and I can make my first payment will go Tuesday of next week, so from a week from now.
How much you gonna pay?
Can we start with just $30?
Yep, when you'll make your next payment?
So it'd be so a week from now.
No, that after that, when are you gonna make a payment? Are you gonna do $30 a month? How are you gonna pay it?
2 weeks after that.
Okay, so I'll note that you'll make $30 payments bi-weekly
Yes.
until paid in full, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, you're all set.
Thank you.
Okay, and then Mr. Lee, you need to speak to some people, and then Ms. Jones, we're gonna set your matter for final pretrial.
And jury trial.
and jury trial.
January 8th at 8:15 for the final pre-trial. And February 26th.
Okay, your final pre-trial, ma'am, is gonna be January 8th at 8:15 in person at the court, okay? And then jury trial, if we proceed, right now, will be set for February 26th at 8:15. We'll get you your notice to appear, okay?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for the court?
No, ma'am, I do not.
Okay. Once you get your notice, you'll be all set. You're welcome. Okay, and then we had some. Let's see, attorney is on the competency. Thank you.
Hey, Addie. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Was the Ray John Johnson competency hearing, is that still going today?
Yes, it was supposed to. They haven't logged him in, from the jail yet, and I don't see his, defense attorney for his felony charge. But the one for the misdemeanor charge is Mr. Lee, and he's here.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that if I, excuse me, then I lose my voice. If I didn't need to be here, I'd scoot, but otherwise I'm gonna just hang out until they get here. So cool, thanks.
Okay, sounds good.
That button for me, we'll come get it.
Mr. Carter? Good morning. We set your matter for final pretrial and a jury trial. The final pretrial, I think it's gonna be January 8th at 8:15. February 26th for the jury trial.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Lee, you're representing Ray John in at least one of these files, correct?
Yeah, not the ones referred to in the report, but I do have an open file with him.
Okay, that's the retail fraud.
Retail fraud issue.
Okay. I'm not sure what happened to the attorneys. Well, they probably didn't know because we just got this report yesterday. We tried to set it today because of timing on my docket, but we'll just have to reset it for next week because we don't have the attorneys here. Thank you, Ms. Petrowski, for appearing.
Of course, Your Honor. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was trying to get a hold of Mr. Nichols as well, but I wasn't able to.
Okay, sounds good. We'll reset it.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson, you're all set. Let's see, and you met with whom?
I have Mr. Mendenhall and Ms. Gaines.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Rachel Gaines, file number 18L2422483, council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Rachel Gaines.
Okay, you can come next to your attorney, Ms. Gaines. Today was the date and the time set for a pretrial and expired license. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, I show Ms. Gaines as having a valid license at this point, so the city would move to dismiss.
Your case is dismissed. You're all set. Okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Chauncey Mendenhall, file number 23L2787861. Appearance, please.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Mr.
Mendenhall.
Yes, Chauncey Mendenhall.
Okay. Mr. Mendenhall, today's date and the time that's scheduled for a pre-trial of improper plate registration violation. Was there an offer on this?
Yes, Your Honor, the city offered to amend the charge to a no valid plate civil infraction.
The fine is $130. Can you pay today?
I can, for real, but I don't got, feel like I left my money.
When are you gonna pay them?
Just give me a few days, I can pay it.
Y'all know that you're paid by Friday.
All right,
Okay, you're all set.
thank you.
You're welcome. That's all I have for the morning.
There will be no hearing on the probation violation this afternoon for Ms. Rhines. Spoke with her.
All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a great day.